금메달 SORA MATSUSHIMA. From China, WANG CHUQIN.
Goosebumps here in the Infinity Arena as the world #1 strolls in for his match against SORA Matsushima of Japan. These two fantastic players have had two very, very tightly contested battles in the past. WANG CHUQIN edging the Japanese player out. Quite recently, these two battling for a place in the semi-finals. Lin Chidong, the defending champion here. WANG CHUQIN, a golden badge umpire. Congratulations to him and our assistant on their selection here.
You can either choose yellow or green. Yellow for Matsushima, green for WANG. Green, WANG won the toss. Receive for WANG. Which side? Left side.
WANG CHUQIN wins the toss.
Which can actually be quite frustrating for your opponent.
Matsushima to serve. Love all.
When he's in his flow state, he's one of the most dangerous players in the world, SORA Matsushima.
One love.
Nice long serve there from the young man.
He uses the long serve more than most. He's so good at countering. So much power in his arsenal.
One all.
Watching him as a young teenager in the T-League. And he was beating people twice his age. And just already that precocious talent was shining through. I mean, I guess he was earmarked a long time ago, wasn't he?
He was,
But
yeah.
still, it was quite something to watch.
Remember, he won the under-21 event at the Japan Open at the age of something silly like 13, 14.
Yeah.
So we know how some of the Japanese stars at such a young age are able to break through and get into, say, the top 50 in the seniors.
Correct. Tomokazu Harimoto, of course, a prime example of that. Reaching, what, top 3 in the world at 15 or something?
Yeah, incredible. Youngest ever winner of the Grand Finals. 2 times Champions winner.
Listen, that rally just shows you what this man can do. How he can just, the reactions, the shots that are coming at him, he's repelling them.
He'll treat each part on its own merit. Incredible shot maker, Matsushima. I'd say that he's actually better against, well, he's better at the higher difficulty shots than WANG CHUQIN, but WANG CHUQIN's middle ground is just stunningly good. WANG CHUQIN's service game, the best in the world. You know, someone who can absolutely crack an attack straight away off that third ball. Setting it up perfectly. It's going to be tricky here against SORA Matsushima. Someone who plays without fear.
Net. 3 all.
I think
no
that's...
flash, please.
You and I talked about the mental game. And without fear, especially when you're facing, say, a Chinese opponent, that's a lot of the battle, isn't it?
I'd say more than half the battle.
3-4.
And if you're going in there fearless, it's happened a lot in these first few points.
The push.
5-3.
Falling against him. SORA Matsushima gets the point.
There are delicate aspects to his game, sprinkles of creativity, especially in the flick. Oh, what a get.
5-4.
From Wang Chuqin, the penultimate shot he played.
Right off the bounce. It's relentless. Full extension there and a ripping shot.
5-all.
Oh, that for a forehand. Dismissive one from him.
You see there, Liu Gongkai, former Chinese junior representative that is now the sparring partner, an occasional suitcase carrier of Wang Chuqin.
Net. 5-all.
Tight start to this first game.
6-5.
Chuqin goes in front.
That's 3 points in a row there.
Yeah, it's been a good run from him because Matsushima's actually been leading for much of this first game.
5-7.
Now I just saw a little frustration. Just gave away a little bit there, Matsushima. As the ball bounced on the floor, he just whacked it away. Because this has been a very good run from Wang Chuqin.
Gotta be careful, Matsushima. Could have quite easily picked up a yellow card for that.
Bit of petulance. Not bad, big petulance. Showing a bit of fight in him.
It was more the fact that it was just fired towards the ball kid.
That way.
8-6.
Well, Wang Chuqin would like to pull away here in these latter stages of this first game. He's up by 2. Little push there. Matsushima.
Yeah, good awareness. Read the serve perfectly, denying Wang Chuqin an opening attack. Textbook.
Yeah, good work from Matsushima. Wants to keep himself in that striking distance. Nice variation on the serve from Wang Chuqin on the long.
Chuqin looking to get in exactly at the right moment, as early as possible. Patience was key there. Judged the trajectory wonderfully.
7-10.
We just saw the momentum, 6 of the last 8, now 7 of the last 9, and that means 3 game points here for Wang Chuqin.
11-7.
So Wang Chuqin takes the first game, and Fraser,
Sense a little bit of frustration from Sora Matsushima.
right? Because he
Time.
So, Fraser, we just look back at this. We're talking about
Second
Matsushima
game.
and
Wang to serve.
trying to
Double.
get him to not draw a line under it, forget about what might have happened, don't get your head down. It's done as dusted now, isn't it, that first game?
Love 1.
It's a blessing and a curse. There's something about his character, personality that the Chinese are a little bit intimidated by. He just doesn't care a lot of the time, Matsushima. He is a stone cold player. And I love that about him. He's a bit different to some of the other Japanese. Doesn't seem to be as agreeable, as animated, as bouncy.
2-1.
There's something quite stoic about him. Something quite sinister in the way he goes about his business, the way he attacks. I love it.
Like a mystique around him, is there?
There's a mystique. Well said. Look at that. That is exactly the way you want to be dealing with a half long. Chuqin wants to ride that wave that Champagne just started off.
Yeah, I've talked a bit today already about the clean sweep that Team China would dearly want at home. None more than this man. Yesterday
4-2.
took home the mixed doubles title with YINGSHA. Still got a men's doubles final as well. Goes long down the backhand.
5-2.
Good work from Matsushima on his forehand there.
Wonderful physicality. For his age, he's quite a big lad. Thick set. Lots of natural power, raw power.
That's true. Now Fraser, yeah, 5-2, very similar. Now 5-3, of course, but that's twice now he's been in this sort of position.
Yeah, he was up by 2 in the last game. CHUQIN won a few in a row, and then Matsushima got a bit fed up, and I think the flashes also affected him a bit. Haven't had any
distraction, yeah.
Yeah.
4-5.
That forehand is just so iconic.
That's the problem, isn't it? He's got to try and counter somehow, just a point behind.
CHUQIN's incredible service game isn't as effective against a left-hander like Matsushima, but obviously the same can be said.
Other way around.
Yeah.
6-4.
I want you to expand on that, as why his serve, CHUQIN's serve, is kind of negated against the left hand.
Because CHUQIN's best services are into middle and cross table. That pendulum. Matsushima can flick that as a left-hander.
As a left-hander, yeah.
And trap the spin a little bit better if he wants to touch. Whereas, you know, as a right-handed player, that's coming cross-table, it's half long, and of course you can't flick as dynamically with the forehand as you can with the backhand.
5-7.
By the way, you know, probably the best exponent of a Chiquita banana flip in the world is the WANG CHUQIN, right?
It's right up there. I mean, you've got Lin Winru, you've got a few incredible flickers, Francisco.
When he gets into that position, he's cocking that wrist. You know what's going to happen next.
You got to come around the side of the ball. We were talking about Chen Jun Song. That's one of the only things that he can't do with the short pips. Banana, Chiquita.
6-7.
Couple of punchy shots there for WANG CHUQIN, who's still behind. Again, shades of that last game.
CHUQIN's backhand's a bit slept on, because you don't see him play consecutive backhands really. He's looking to get onto that forehand. Does so brilliantly, but there was... that was a filthy flick.
That was a nice one from Matsushima. Really good.
Was on that, just died off the racket of WANG CHUQIN.
Yeah, he couldn't really get it back, could he?
Good serve.
8-7.
CHUQIN being patient. Breathing down his neck.
Tight second game here. SORA Matsushima still in front. Can he make it count?
8-all.
WANG CHUQIN has levels. And it's at the latter end of a game, you know. He's good in these moments.
Yeah, you have to say he becomes favourite now. Especially with serve.
That. No chance for SORA Matsushima. That might be the fastest shot yet from him in this match.
Impending doom.
Feels like it, right? He's hammered that now, 2 points away from making it 2-0. Fraser, you know, that pendulum, and I'm not talking about the serve, but that momentum shift. I'm not talking necessarily about the points, but just the way things are shaping up.
Similar,
right?
To the last game.
Yeah, and
you just feel like it's going to take a Hail Mary performance from Matsushima here.
Right, yeah. We're kind of heading that direction, aren't we? 2 game points for WANG CHUQIN. There you go, he converts the first one. He strolls up to get his towel. Fraser, you know, I guess the saving grace for SORA Matsushima right now is we're going at best of 7 now. So he has still got a little bit more leeway, hasn't he, than a best of 5. He has to really do something here.
Yeah.
Don't want to be 3 down and then mounting a fight back.
Last one against Milos Radzimski, some problems started to emerge at 2-0 to CHUQIN.
That's true. In a best of 5.
In a best of 5, but then against Sang Jae-hyun, just swept him away. As he did with that ball.
Look at that.
He's gritting his teeth into this. You can just see the swagger.
Yeah, that's meat and drink for him, isn't it? He wants that.
Thank you. Players are ready.
Well, you just saw Wang Chuqin even having to do a quick intervention there. Hands up to sort of say, guys.
2-1.
Just having a little go at himself. Wang Chuqin.
Coach Matasaka Moritsono in the corner for Sora Matsushima. Very lively pocket rocket of a player in his heyday.
It was.
1-3.
Great doubles player with Yuya Oshima.
Watched a fair bit of Morizono. Doesn't keep still.
The whippersnapper.
1-4.
Quite handy to have. Pass someone on to Matsushima, right? I don't know. You need something, Fraser, because
They're
he's...
polar opposites.
Yeah, they are.
Matsushima
It's quite
and
interesting
Moritsono.
to see that combo.
A bit like Lin Wenru and his coach in a way.
Yes. Now, you just see that shot again, that forehand from Sora Matsushima. It almost felt like...
What's the point?
It seems harsh, but it just had that feel about it.
Yeah. He's a bit fed up.
It's the best start that Wang Chuqin's had in the game so far.
5-2.
From Wang Chuqin, unforced errors.
2-6. Two 7.
He's shaking his head, Sora Matsushima.
7-3.
In an interesting event, Kamikazu out early, Tagami disappointing again. You know, Hamada with an outstanding performance. Yukiya Uda, relatively speaking, has probably had the best run out of any of them.
Beating performances as well. Yeah.
Beating Lin Wenru and Charles Beauregard. Could be their main man long term right now. It's not clear. Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
I'm not... Fraser, those shots aren't looking great, are they?
Half-hearted, really, it seemed. This is what I mean. It's a bit of a wild card in some respect, Matsushima.
3-10.
7-game point. He has absolutely raced through this. The fastest game.
Service was not vertically. 3-10. 11-3. Game to 1.
I'm afraid to say the body language is not great.
It's poor here from Matsushima.
Final there. I can see a bit of disappointment on your face.
Yeah, you want to see a tightly contested match. You want to see a good fight from both players. You want to feel a little bit of tension. You want to be taken on a journey in this match. You haven't been.
Like we were in the previous one,
Yeah, there's
which
been
was a great quarterfinal.
This is one-way traffic.
Right, he's got to get his head switched on here. Sora Matsushima, this 4th game against Wang Chuqin.
What you have to say is, and this is just the truth, if that was a Chinese player acting in that sense, the coach would be absolutely mincing him. I wonder what the Japanese coaches would do in a situation like that.
Love 2.
Yeah, I think we saw
would they dare?
Morizono sort of standing over Sora Matsushima from a distance.
1-2.
What I will say though is in this match, if Matsushima can up the ante, start playing well and fighting, it'd be interesting to see how Wang Chuqin would deal with it, because
Oh, turn it on suddenly.
yeah,
That's the first winner that I can recall in a long time with respect to this particular match for him, for Sora Matsushima. It's been a while. That was more competitive. That was better. Wang Chuqin comes out on top. When you go toe-to-toe with Wang Chuqin, he generally comes out on top.
2-4.
it's already looking all but done. What you have to say is that Wang Chuqin has meticulously studied Matsushima. He's trained hard, prepared very, very well. And he is looking to add that China Smash title to his list of accolades.
Finish. Nice one there from WANG CHUQIN on the back end.
So it's been such a complete performance.
6-2.
Well, I'm afraid if we were to look for anything that sums up the match so far for SORA Matsushima, that would be it.
In
himself now to just see if he can turn this around. 3 points behind, 3 games down.
4-6.
Not had many consecutive points in a while, so it's a good platform.
Matsushima obviously feels like he's right up there. Oh, a bit of fortune there. Great recovery though from both gentlemen. Matsushima obviously feels like he should be neck and neck with CHUQIN.
Right.
That's why he's reacting like that, and that shows you how much belief he has. But what we're learning here is that he doesn't respond well to going down.
The pressure.
I don't think he feels the pressure from an opponent. I think he feels it from himself. I think he's a bit of a perfectionist. He's come from this incredible table tennis family.
I mean, it's been in his system for so long, right?
Yeah. He became the Japanese national champion for the first time this year. But look, wasn't selected for the World Championships. I wonder whether that was partly because the coach was telling him, look, you're going to have to prove a little bit more than what you have internationally.
Interesting.
Was it a cruel to be kind kind of thing? Don't know.
6-8.
That's actually a very valid question, that, isn't it? But Fraser, this is it. The last 4 or 5 points we've seen, Matsushima's kind of turning it on again. This is a competitive game. This is what the fans have been wanting to see.
Well, there is pressure on CHUQIN to finish this. In a way, you won't want to lose to someone who had given up.
He's perked up. Look at this. It's been a while since we've had a momentum shift of these proportions. SORA Matsushima, 6 of the last 8.
Just steals it from inside the table. WANG CHUQIN. He's got eyes like a hawk. How does he know that's attackable?
That little opening you give him, he will grab it with both hands.
Ooh.
From far back, a little under the table, not bad. It was deep as well, wasn't it? Yeah, not really a surprise, isn't it? 30% points, also one in the serve.
10-9.
Well, he's got a game point here, SORA Matsushima.
11-9.
He's taking the game back. Well, it's good to have him back, SORA Matsushima.
Saved his best till last there. Couldn't have left it any later.
He couldn't have.
You never know what's going to happen. Well, if he comes round to win this match, right, this would be...
What's going to be up there?
Yeah. So are we.
Spot on there. Thank you, Rebecca.
Not one.
Yeah, the body language, particularly after the second game, the third game, when he just looked all over the shop.
Cool off.
He's got a bit between his teeth.
You don't know whether you should make an excuse for him or not because he is so young, Matsushima.
Yeah. What do you want to see more of now from SORA Matsushima to make this even more of a match, Fraser?
I want to see him flicking, switching, being aggressive.
Right there.
Getting a little bit more vocal. CHUQIN now wants to tighten the screw on his end.
Yeah.
It's hard when your opponent's acting like that to not pay that much attention to them. It was hard for CHUQIN to focus on his own game when you've got Matsushima throwing a temper tantrum at the other end of the table.
1-4.
CHUQIN now focusing on what he can control.
Yeah, that's true. Fair point.
Timeout.
Miracle that this is the first time out.
Well, Fraser,
1-4.
this is kind of do or die now, isn't it? Sort of Matsushima down 3-1 in games, 4-1 in this one, in the fourth, the fifth.
4-2.
Whoa! It's the most we've heard from him. Put a lot into that, I suppose. And the losing cause.
2-6.
Wonderful, wonderful serves.
Yeah, that's...
Matsushima doesn't know whether to step in and flake. He doesn't know whether to wait for it. Oh yeah.
These are good rallies to watch when they're in full flow.
7-3.
Went for it, didn't he? 4 points clear. 4 is the need, 4 is the lead.
Just clip the net there.
Seven 4.
Hope here for Matsushima.
And for the pirouette. Block serve.
He loves those, doesn't he? Big run needed here from Matsushima.
4-8.
Can hear that.
Looked at his rubber and had a go at it there. Didn't connect with it as he wanted.
4-9.
It's running away from him. Morizone, it was almost a kind of a look of resignation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
9-5.
Did well there, didn't he?
Good shot tolerance.
Yeah.
Blocking in a very cavalier way there. Matsushima.
Nine
The edge of the table.
Dig at the edge. Remember, there was a 3-2. You talked about it, the champions Chongqing.
Timeout.
Where it was 12-10 in the end that WANG CHUQIN won against SORA Matsushima. You mentioned it was a match point as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Fraser. WANG CHUQIN
9-6.
called that timeout. Felt that he had to sort of nip this in the bud just in case. SORA Matsushima's mounting one of those fight backs again. On serve here.
6-10.
That backhand goes long for SORA Matsushima, and there are 4 match points for WANG CHUQIN. It's backhand there from Matsushima. Steps in.
A why not shot.
Yeah.
All or nothing.
True. 3 still.
11-7.
That's enough. A mercurial performance from SORA Matsushima today. Hard to make much out of that. Shaking the head as well from WANG CHUQIN.